Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big the CoinsKid cruise. So I don't think, if my analysis is correct, I don't actually think there's that much time left in this particular crypto market. I think we enter a Bitcoin bear market this year, and the reason is because of the 5 waves up on Bitcoin and the insights that I'm looking at. And again, it's just pure data, not emotion. What I'm looking at is this year we enter a bear market for Bitcoin. So I think this is the last year for Bitcoin, and it's really simple. You've got 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up. Look at that, and then 1 year down. And right now we are actually in the 3rd year where we do see the major downtrend for Bitcoin begin. So I don't necessarily see enough structural data in the Bitcoin price action at the moment or XRP to say we have entered a bear market. There was a trigger warning way back in early November, which I said to you, I think, we've got a lovely opportunity here because of this particular indicator that's triggered before. This is where we should be looking at jumping into XRP from Bitcoin. Okay, it was early November, roughly, I think, where were we in early November? It was roughly around about the 12th of November. So from here, if we take a look, it was the 12th of November. I did make a very important video for you. Bitcoin went up a whopping 31%. But if we take a look at XRP, because of the data point I relayed to you, if we take a look around about the 12th of November, I think I made the video, we've got a trigger warning here. We was around about here at 57 cents. And look at that, so far 393% and equally 337%, and then the all-time high just rallied at 486%. So again, that was just pure data that I relied on and relayed to you because of this one particular indicator, the retail top. It triggered the warning shot, to the permables on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin maxes that right now, if we are respecting the data point, the opportunity right now is not necessarily in Bitcoin anymore. We've done incredibly well. We rode Bitcoin up since the early days in, I think, the bottom right there in 2022 November. We've been riding Bitcoin up. But I said to you, and I've been saying to you for a very long time, as Bitcoin matures and enters that final 5th wave, this is where we see the greater opportunities in altcoins. And at that trigger point right there was the data point that I relayed to you as confidence of that. Okay, so we've seen that big move and we've got paid. We've done incredibly well on our decision to convert our Bitcoin into XRP. But it's at this point right now that I'm relaying to you, at this point right here for XRP, I don't think there's much appreciation here. Just as I was relaying to you on Bitcoin, this is why at this point I am targeting certain other coins, okay? Because from here, for example, even if we do get to that $27, which I don't necessarily think we will do in this cycle, but it is a journey. It is a long road to that particular target. It's a 1.618 fib that I've had for many years, and it is all about this low here. You see this low here that we put in March 2020? That $27 target remains in this chart, providing you never lose that low. Okay, so we have this correction coming back down, and then we're bolted. So I think we've got subsets of waves here. I think we've got a long way to go to get to that $27 target, and possibly does it in the next cycle. Okay, because at this point here, I think we've had some kind of big macro imported wave 1, which consists of 5 waves, and I think we're nearing with Bitcoin potentially enter into that bear market this year. I think that's we've got to respect that XRP does that as well. Okay, so again, I don't necessarily think we'll get to $27 in this cycle. I think it's down the road, but not in this cycle. Okay, and that's always been my primary from this bottom here to that high. Look, 1.618 like a boss, around about $27. I do think there's a chance we can get to the 1.272 in this cycle. Okay, so we've got some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5, right on cue with Bitcoin entering that bear market this year. So like I taught you, 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5, as the cycle accelerates, it starts to come up. This is where you start to get really overextended up here on the weekly RSI, which is where we are, and then you start to come back in for your big crash and correction like there and like there and like there. Okay, so you don't hang around up here for too long, okay, which is where XRP is right now. So with the confluence of Bitcoin entering a bear market this year, I do think if we can get this wave 4 correction out of the way here for XRP, there is a potential we rally in a final 5th, and my minimal target, and I relayed this to you in this cycle, is the 1.272 at $8.58. So from here right now, if we take a look, that is roughly 237%. If you take a look at my Fart Boy call a couple of days ago, it's already done that. And this is the point and part in which I think we are in a cycle. A lot of people say I'm Moon Boy or whatever, I'm scamming people, whatever. I'm not. I'm just providing you an opportunity. I provide you opportunity on XRP when Bitcoin run out of steam. And right now I'm providing you an opportunity on Fart Boy when I think XRP is running out of steam. Really simple, okay? So Fart Boy is doing incredibly well. And I think people are just sitting on their hands when they shouldn't be. So I'm not converted all my XRP into Fart Boy, but I am certainly converting a lot of it, okay? But that is just me. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Again, it's just nothing I say is financial advice, but it's at this point in the cycle where we do start to see these meme coins go vertical and they do 10, 24, 500x and your blue chips, your Bitcoin does a double. Really, really simple, okay? So there's no bias, but I do think we're going through a correction here, really simple for XRP. We've hit a flat spot just there in December. I think we've had a correction since then. We've got this macro ABC, wave 4. I think this is actually a false high. This is a bull trap, so this is some kind of A, B, C. Possibly the C wave's done. If we take a look right now, you can clearly see on the 4-hourly time frame, we've got extremely oversold there. Extremely oversold there. That was the bottom in July before a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave to the upside, and this is what I'm looking at right now. If we see another move to the upside, then it means you're in the final 5th wave here for XRP over the next coming months, and that's my primary expectation at the moment. But from this point right now, I don't think there's that much appreciation in XRP, 200-300% at best, okay, going forward, and that's not what a lot of people want to hear. This is why I'm targeting meme coins, and one of those meme coins is Fartboy, so definitely get involved. Let's take a quick look at the Fartboy chart right now to see what it's doing, okay? So looking at Fartboy in the 4-hourly time frame, is this point yesterday where I said to you, I think we're breaking out a back test, boom, this should come up. We've got a lovely little flag here where we've bolted, gone sideways, well, consolidating in a flag coming back like this. We've got some kind of 5-wave move, A, B, C, D, E, a 5-wave correction, overlapping nature. We've back tested this previous level of resistance as support. Look at that, bids filled, and right now look at this beautiful move up for Fartboy, 302% so far. So they're just the opportunities I try and provide for you. You know, I've taught you how to do this, really, really simple. Look for breaks and resistance, and you always come back to them as support, you know, and this is where you place your bids for big boy bounces. And this is exactly why, if you take a look at the XRP chart, it's bounced as well, roughly 35% up at the moment off that 20-week EMA. So I will always try and provide opportunities for you to spot bid for big boy bounces. And this has been an incredible big boy bounce on, you know, Fartboy basically. So we're doing incredibly well on our bid zones on XRP that we put on a 20-week EMA, and equally on this at $16.20 million market cap right there. So this is doing incredibly well, but obviously as you come up, you're going to have resistance. Here's the all-time high. I actually think we've pierced that. We've pierced it. We've actually made a new all-time high for this particular market here. The high is 71.34 million, and this all-time high just there was 70.5 million. So we've actually made a new all-time high today as I'm making this video for Fartboy. So I think this is a technical break pattern. It's a bull flag. You come up like that, you're breaking out, boom, see you later. So this thing should, in theory, be way on its way right now to come up into the $100 million market cap with a potential to go beyond to roughly $221 million market cap is the technical target of a bull flag on the daily time frame, which I've relayed to the CoinsKid crew. So far so good. You know, at this point in the market, we are seeing the fruits of what I think is in front of us, and it's basically meme coins, low cap coins are where the opportunities are, where, you know, you can put in very little and come out with a lot basically, and this is something I relay to you. So again, you don't have to go in with your life savings, but yesterday from that point, you know, where I made the video, we're up a whopping 123%. Whilst Bitcoin is doing this and XRP is doing that. Okay, really, really simple. So I think these are the opportunities going forward. And this particular coin, Fartboy, has been an amazing opportunity. We picked it up, the author's on board, it's doing incredibly well. I know people don't want to hear it, you know, Fartboy or whatever, but if you focus on what this channel is about, this channel is only about making you money. And this is what I do in the space. I'm not making this content for you to lose money. I'm always looking at angles and ways to make you money in this channel. And these are the, you know, the things that I do try and provide for you, you know, as a community basically. So long live Fartboy. It's doing incredibly well. How do you buy Fartboy? Really simple. Install the Phantom app on your mobile or desktop, send Solana to that particular app, and then jump into Fartboy. You swap it with a contract address, which is in the video description. Let me dive back into the XRP chart right now and see what we can see, okay? So looking at XRP on the 4-hourly time frame, you know, we could just be mirroring this, what we did here, okay? So we've had this flash crash. If you take a look at the RSI, boom, right on the sweet spot, really oversold. But what we don't see at the moment, which, you know, we're looking for a mirror of this first impulsive move off this bottom here, we need to come up in waves like this, in 5 waves with a bearish divergence, okay? If we start to see something very similar off this low here, then okay, I think what we've done, we've got an impulsive first wave off this low, okay? So this would be a 1, comes up into a 2. The 2 will provide opportunity to pull back into this zone here, which will be a retracement. At that point, I will actually entertain some long positions with you, okay? Because I think there's a confluence, like I've always taught you, if you see 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will see a pullback, ABC, okay? And this is exactly what we got here. We got some kind of A, B, C that came back, came up, went sideways, and then broke out. So that's my primary expectation at the moment, and this is why at this point, for anyone paying attention, I did say to you on Twitter, because I was in America at the time, we've got a bearish divergence. I'm looking for a pullback, which we got back down to the buy zone, which we bought, and then we'll build some long positions, okay? And it was beautiful. So from that point right now, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a very similar structure. If XRP is bottomed on a 20-week EMA and the 4-hourly time frame, it's told us, okay, the RSI is really oversold, we've bottomed it, then we should be looking at a very, very similar price structure off this bottom, where we come up in a 1, in a 2, in a 3, in a 4, in a 5 with a bearish divergence, in a 1, in a 2, in a 3, in a 4, in a 5 with a bearish divergence, which will increase the probability of a pullback back down to where you came from. So something like this, a 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5 with some kind of bearish divergence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish divergence. Then we come back into this low here. This is where we actually begin to entertain some long positions on XRP with a really tight stop loss on the previous pivot low from which you've come in 5 waves. I hope you understand what I'm saying right now. So this is why I keep reminding you, let's be patient on XRP for these leverage longs, okay? I know a lot of people are jumping into them right now, but I think it's still extremely volatile and the market's still up and down, so it's extremely volatile to jump into any longs at this particular time frame. But obviously, if we do break out to the upside, amazing, we'll start to jump into longs at that point. But at the moment, I just think, just relax, okay? We're in spot positions, we're doing really well, but I do think from this point right now, spot positions, the greater opportunity is in these meme coins, especially Fartboy going forward. But I will entertain the leverage long again once this market cools off and I do start to see 5 waves to the upside here for XRP of a micro wave 1, and then basically a wave 2 coming back. This is where I'll start to jump into longs with a really tight stop loss on the pivot low, and then boom, we're running up for the next big break, which will be a 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, which is in subsets of waves with this last 5th wave which is coming up right now for XRP. I hope you understand that update. I'll keep updates as best I can, but at the minute I don't see any reason to be overly bearish on XRP. I actually think there's a chance that that is at the actual bottom right now, right on cue with the bottom in July on that beautiful pivot point, really oversold right there for XRP. Okay, so roughly 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5, a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5 with a bearish divergence in the overbought condition, same setup as that. If we start to see that up here, then I think we've got a massive opportunity to make a lot of money on a leverage trade going forward for XRP. If you want to get involved in Fartboy, then the link's in the video description. Don't invest more you can afford to lose. Please remember that, okay? Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay up, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on XRP. Bye-bye.